Hello everybody, this is Mais Karibyan. Very excited for this interview again. Many of you guys who follow me, I had a great interview a few months past, and this guest is somebody special. He promised me to be back on the show, and I'm very excited and honored to have him again. He's a busy individual, but you know, when there's a saying, if you want something to be get done, give it to busy people, and they'll make sure it gets done. And my guest for today is Jerry Hanessian. Jerry, how are you?
Good, Mike. How are you?
I'm very good. I really want to thank you for your time. You know, the busy schedule you have, and you kept your promise to be back, and I'm honored to have another great interview with you. And I'm sure our audience, both of our audience, will benefit from this because the valuable information we're about to share with them. So welcome.
Thank you, and I appreciate you having me.
Yeah.
The first interview was great. Learned a lot from you as well.
Same
hoping on this one we could learn, some more stuff and educate our viewers on our trials and our issues that we go through. Absolutely. And how we can help them.
Of course. I'm looking forward, and I think just like you said, everybody has some kind of, situation, life event they're going through.
Right.
But I believe it's not what you go through, it's what you do about it.
Right.
That's going to make the end result different.
100%.
And I think it's a great topic we're going to discuss. So, Jerry, I know earlier you mentioned something about, we talked about, and it was interesting to me how you put it, updating yourself. What do you mean by that? I mean,
well, it was funny because just yesterday I was with a couple of my students, and it came to me when all of a sudden I went to check something on my phone, and it said I had to update my app. And of course, you can only update it in order to move along with it. And as I was talking with my the student and the team, it just hit me. I said, you know what? Our apps are making us update in order to provide us new information, new updates, to run better, more efficient. It hit me and said, wait a minute. As an individual, as a businessman, as a student, as a whatever, you need to update yourself, because sometimes you get stuck.
What a great concept.
So it just hit me to say, hey, this would be a great topic to talk about with, hey, update yourself, hit your button, and stop worrying about what you did or didn't do, and worry about what you're gonna do, and look forward, because that update is going to just help you to move forward in life, whether if it's business, personal, whatever you're doing.
Good saying. I think there's many things every individual can upgrade. I believe I can give some examples. Maybe we gotta update our attitude, right? We gotta update our vision, or maybe update our work ethic. There's many things we can do, and I do want to mention this, guys. In a link below, you'll see Jerry's information. Definitely click the link. Check out what this guy does. He's great at motivating individuals, whether it's individual based or companies. So make sure to take advantage of his services by visiting his website. And I'm sure when they make a request, you get back to them right away.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Send us an email or follow on our Instagram. That's what we set it up for, is to send a direct message, and someone will get back to you in the same day, if not within 24 hours.
Perfect.
Or on the website at goliathelites.com. You can message us there, call our office. Either way, we'll get back to you. I mean, that's the reason we set this up for, is to help a business owner, to help a student, a person in need, whether if it's a personal or a business issue. That's what we're here for.
Nice.
Like you mentioned earlier when we were talking before the cameras got turned on, was that your hustle has gotten you to the point where you are, correct?
Yeah.
But now that's made you want more. Right?
Very true.
So it's not that you worked hard to get to this level where you're at, and you're doing very well, by the way, but and most people would get there, and then they'll get stagnant with it, and all of a sudden they start plateauing, and guess what? They start dipping back down.
I see.
So, but individuals like yourself, you got there, but there is not enough. So you're not worried about what you're doing wrong or
In other words, don't put any limits, don't put
Never,
any zones
never,
that,
never.
hey, once I reach here, I stop.
Yeah.
There's
You never-
ongoing learning.
You never, I mean, you're always gonna educate yourself. I've recently hired a coach for myself, someone that I follow, and have been following for many years, and I've gone to almost every one of his local conferences.
Yeah.
I decided, you know what? I thought I knew a lot, whether if it's business or, personal stuff, life coaching, but it was more of, hey, I gotta keep educating myself
Yeah.
to keep improving myself. And the same goes for any business or in personal,
Yeah.
that you can't stop. In your case, you're not stopping. You keep going. Every day you're out there, you're hustling, whether if it's your real estate, your insurance, you're out there. I see you everywhere. But that's what's keeping you successful and keeping you, Mike, ahead of the game.
Yeah.
And it's at, that 1%, the 1 to 3% of individuals,
Yeah.
you're in that category. But we have to, as coaches, as business guys, understand how we can help the remaining 97% to get to that
Yes.
six-figure income, or just, forget the money to be happy, to be able to break that old cycle of pain, depression, whatever it is, or just being lazy,
Yeah.
which is something that's a big problem, and to be able
Tell me
to,
about it.
pass it,
Yeah.
and to not have to look back, just look forward. I always bring this up. When you're driving your car,
Yeah.
okay, how big is your windshield? It's the whole car, correct?
Yeah.
How big is the rear view mirror? It's this
Way
big.
smaller, yeah.
So what do you want to look at? The small, the rear view, the past, or you want to look at that windshield,
Good example.
right? It's the same example in life
Yeah.
that we have to do. So if we keep looking at that, which most people do, they're not going to see what's in front of them.
That's another update we gotta do.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Jerry, you mentioned something powerful. I was keep thinking about it while you were talking. Coach, having a coach, how important it is. I mean, you're a coach yourself. You're teaching other people, yet you have your own coach.
Right.
And what's the value of that? Because a lot of people have the attitude, you know what? I know, or don't teach me. And, it's kind of a mixing of ego and all this stuff. But end of the day, when you start thinking, I know, you stop growing. And it amazes me, somebody like you who teaches lots of students, you have your own coach.
Right.
I mean,
I would say a couple years back, it was one of those where, I was learning along the way, always learning. I love to read, I love to watch videos of other people that I believe are like mentors to me.
yes.
And then just looking at the everyday people that I interact with that are also successful and that are also hustling, we all learn from each other,
Yeah.
because we can, think about it like this. Why would you try, in a business sense, why would you try to reinvent or
Wheel.
invent something that is not out there or not, possibly not gonna work? Why not look at somebody who's already invented it and it's working, and get on board with that? There's enough people out there to make money, to everybody to share.
Take
There's-
one example, too, and just copy them.
Exactly. So through that, I thought, I also need that push. Even though I'm up early, I feel like I'm up earlier than anybody I know.
Man, I text this guy, like, what is it, 6, maybe 45 or something. Few minutes later, he replied to me.
Wow.
I talked about, amazing.
So
So,
at 6:45, I was already showered and ready,
Yeah.
dressed up and ready to go. But it's just, it's very valuable. It's something because you're always going to learn. You always can learn more and more from people that have already been there and done that. So the gentleman that I hired, his name is Kendall Ficklin, very powerful motivational speaker. He tours with a lot of big name people, from Eric Thomas, Tony Robbins, all these guys. And I used to go to a lot of their events, and I saw that he was coaching these big name guys. So I said, I got to invest in myself.
nice.
So I decided to hire him, And just in the few months that we've been working together, I've seen a difference in myself, along with what I am preaching to others.
Nice.
So very valuable. You know, that's what we're here for, is to help coach, to help, you know, business. And when I say help business, it means, you know, direct your business. You know, you're leading a big team of running insurance. You know, so you're always providing business to them, and that's it. Doesn't mean, again, you're giving information. You're guiding.
You can give something you don't have, that's why you gotta invest in. I love the way you put it, invest in yourself. Guys, I highly recommend to get hold of Jerry and see how it can benefit you, whether it's on an individual basis, whether you're running a Salesforce company. Get hold of him, take advantage of the services that he provides, and for small investment like he mentioned, you gotta invest in you gotta invest in your company. If you're a leader running a team, you gotta invest in your team. So that's what Jerry does. So click the link below, follow him on most social medias. He's very active, whether it's starting from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, I believe LinkedIn and Twitter. Are you on? So everywhere. So just type Jerry Hanessian, and right away he's gonna pop up. And don't be surprised when he pops up with the motivational video out there. So so Jerry, I mean, I enjoy every time, you know, talking to you. Like you said, I learn a lot from you too. So thank you for that. So any last words before we finish this interview?
You know, Mike, I appreciate you inviting me again. I really do.
Wow.
I appreciate your friendship. I've learned a lot from you. I see your hustle out there, and I love it. And what I appreciate most of what you do is you don't have fear. You don't fear getting in front of the camera. And that, honestly, that was a struggle.
It wasn't like that, but it's practice.
Because you practice, And so, based on that, what I'm gonna, you know, just let the camera know is we have to learn, and this is something we need to preach to our business partners, to our employees, to colleagues, to students, to kids, is, you know, it's something I tell my kids all the time. You know the saying of practice makes perfect? Okay, I look at it differently. I say let practice, let it make it permanent.
Nice.
Not perfect. Because is anything ever perfect? No. But if you make it permanent, it stays.
Nice.
So for me, the coaching, the mentoring, all that, it's that practice. It's making it permanent for me. So it's in me.
Nice.
It's in my heart, like, you know, so it's something that whatever I'm gonna let, you know, project out is gonna be something that's hopefully gonna benefit one person, if not thousands. So.
Well, Jerry, thank you again. Thank you for your time. Thank you for a great update hints you shared with us. Guys, it's time we all, me, Jerry, you, everyone should do this update within us. And since we're end of the year, make sure 2019 it becomes not just another year, a year where you change, where you become better version of you, so your 2020 becomes even better. So thank you for joining us. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one and take care. Bye bye everyone.